Because Drake did go look for him in a prison and hear him sing them. That's the story what we've been told and been hearing all these years in and out. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. So let me play this back one more time for y'all.
Clevy are suing almost every reggaeton artist for stealing a single drum pattern. Their 1989 track, Fish Market, contains the original dembow rhythm that defines the entire reggaeton genre. So here's the real problem. Can you copyright a rhythm? Copyright law only protects melodies, arrangements, lyrics. But in this case, if the court rules that a percussion arrangement is creative enough to be owned by one person, that would mean an entire genre owes royalties to two people that made a drum loop some 30 years ago. What's the takeaway here? Vibes and rhythms, those things are historically not legal or copyright assets. And if we let one person own an entire genre, that seems to run counter to the entire point of copyright law.
Well, I don't know what he mean by that when he said if the court choose to, play in the favor of the Jamaican producers. I don't know what he mean by if they win, then it would go against the whole copyright and the structure of it, right? Because he's saying these two fellas owning the genre would it would contradict the fact that why the reason for a copyright is in place. You know what I mean? So I don't know how, because I believe that copyright is in place to protect people's creative material, right? Their creative material, and that is their creative material. What the Latin artists and people have been using as their genre called reggaeton, and the fact that it's named from our thing, reggaeton. You know what I mean? Reggae. We are our thing, Jamaican.
I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England.
This is my page, and the first post here you're seeing with the music bar, that music sound, the frequency, that's the post I want y'all to like. Okay, this is what it sounds like. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, I see already. I'm saying I have to mash it up. You see me? You can try it again. I want to catch it better. You see me? I know Mr. Pepper.
This is an open verse challenge with Liquor Addy and Vibes Cartel. Black magic, black yard, rich like who, little nigga, stop talk. Black money, black money, black yard. I add my twist.
Advance academically and professionally, extraterrestrially. Sell weed to everybody. Superphagically, lesbianically, sexually, get the dolly, then reality. In every reality, Italy, make the valley see. Black magic, get a black puss with a black dog. A mad sus, we mad dog. With the cash card. Rich like who, little nigga, stop talk. That's Liquor Addy. But that was my verse. I sketched it up quick. I was like the first contestant. Yeah, me see already me am say me have to mash it up, you see me.
One
But you try
cheer.
it again, I want catch it better, you see me. I know Mr. Pepper.
Money, money. Mine's the best verse out of all the other contestants. I kid you not. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. This little Addy. This me now on the verse.
Academically, and professionally, extraterrestrially, and even medically. Sell we to everybody, take the molly, super fragically, PSP, sexually, you the dolly, in every alley, genitally, make Beverly, see, up I do nally. Now for me, black money, black with a black dog.
That's fine with me. Don't fuck with me, yo. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to go run it up. I want y'all to go run it up. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, my people. Blessings and honor. We're there again. You see me? Glory and power. You see me? Gazanation. You see who y'all see? Drake. And Drake say Gaza. Door or a war. And beside him, to the viewers left, right? To your left, there is Bad Bunny. He recently performed at the Super Bowl, sang his songs in Spanish, and it caused an uproar because you know those Karen videos. There's a channel on YouTube called Karen's in the Wild, and there's a whole bunch of other Karen videos, right? Now, Karens are mostly usually white women, a lot of times mid-crisis white women, but all different races present themselves as Karen, right? Whether black, Chinese, but the behavior is more popularly known to be amongst the white folks. You understand? That's why the name um was given to those type of people the name Karen, right? Because it most suits the Caucasian female, like Betty. And when it comes to black people, the Dashika and all these type of name, when you watch like the Ice Cube movies and the Wayans Brothers movies, all those hood movies we watched growing up throughout the 90s and the early 2000s, you will understand how, the black people names. Yeah. The Shaniquas and yeah, those are the black people names. So when you have a stereotypical type of matter that arrive from a certain group, ethnic groups, they would find a name to, probably if it was an Indian type of behavior, they would call it Navid, or find a female. They'll more probably find a female name, right? So yeah, the Karen is more likely suiting the Caucasian females. Okay, so when Bad Bunny had sang his Spanish songs at the Super Bowl, these Karen would normally in these Karen videos, like the channel I told you about, Karen in the Wild, where you'll see a lot of crazy behavior, erratic behavior from people, right? Especially those white folks. And those are the things these white or these Karen would say. Mostly the white ones though, because when I remember watching the Karen videos, all those crazy, outrageous, erratic behavior with some people in the streets, in the grocery stores, in McDonald's, the fast food joints, and all those places. These women would oftentimes have a problem with people speaking a language outside of English language, right? And they would attack them, right? These so-called Americans, and a lot of them aren't Americans, but they consider themselves so much American that they attack people for speaking any other language that is not English, because these American people who attack, who, go out and attack these people who are known as Karen, right? They mostly only know English. So when someone speaking Spanish, they would attack them in public. And you're going to see that if you go watch them Karen videos, right? And the entire America attack Bad Bunnies like those Karen in the wild. You know what I'm saying? They attacked him, and, especially the black folks in America, they're like, yo, how you have Super Bowl and have Spanish singer and no one understand? But the Super Bowl is not for one person or for one type of people, you know what I mean? It's for everyone. And if every year it's in English, why we can't be okay with it in Spanish for 1 year? You know what I mean? Like, every performance has always been, in English for most of the time, unless we're having a Shakira, and she sings in English sometimes. Shakira, Shakira. And when I talk like that, you make a woman go mad. You know what I mean? We have Pitbull, who mixed the Spanish with, so that's Bad Bunny. And then Carol G. Yeah, I don't really know much about Carol G. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. But let us go look up Carol G right now. Okay? Let's go see what Carol G has done for the to become well known or famous. So her name is Carol G. Colombian singer and songwriter. Okay, okay. Oh, I know why. Okay, yes. So I believe like she probably does the reggaeton thing, because that is what this topic is about. And to speak a little about the suing matter with Vibes Cartel and Grindsman, cause Grindsman a threaten Cartel, and him a try get Cartel to be scared going on all these platform and attack way go do. When we know say Cartel always I say do what you want to do. If your song do what you want to do, and watch face do what you want to do. I just trace you a trace. You say me can't sing but the song there. Do what you want to do. You want millions, do what you want to do. You go a courthouse, do what you want to do. A man him they a grind, hey grinds man. What pa you go find man? Nobody look pon the Gaza fi find one. A be a gunshot, you a get a bind with a sharp last use peel pine and hey grinds man, you a get the binds from Hell Tech and the 9 and the this Islam and the make. If you never know the Uzi Islam and they coming like the chat what pussy I ram. You are chat me like and you small like a little island. You know little island. Yeah, don't make we done grinds, man. I forgot to do a this song for grinds, man, Forgot to do a this song for grinds, man. A this song for Wells. Bojo. You see NG do a song at this Bojo. Wicked. See him dip on coke. Let him smoke. You see me? And drop him soap. When him in a prison, NG done Bojo, rub out Bojo. Yo, remember say Bojo still have him chrome barrel, from the 90s where him murder how much people with them say, allegedly. Allegedly. Bojo chrome barrel. You see me? So, yeah, so right now, Zin, one Grindsman, I look some money. All these suing thing. The suing era started since Cartel drop out of prison, Zin, and then now remember said the government, them the politician, them are sue media houses, them are try sue, what year them try sue TVJ and them news media and them win. No, them fail. A TVJ them win. The media houses won the case. Is what I say? But still a lot of new stipulation have been placed and laws, guidelines and regulation for us as people as vloggers, anyone who have broadcast anything, we have to, them a make the thing more strict, with restriction, keep us restricted from exposing them. You get me, I say? Yeah, all the evil and the wicked. You see what I say? Because good people don't care to be exposed, Because it's not like good people want dwelling on the evil where them do. Good people not really proud of the evil where them do. You know some evil people, all when them not proud. Them are living night, them not think for come out. Them not try find a way for forward out. You know what I mean? Wipe and come down. Yeah. So I just saw the thing, God. That is what we focused on here. You know what I mean? Now, is Drake good or evil? Is Drake good or evil? Okay, so who has Drake put on? Drake have put on Popcorn. Enough people Drake put on. Enough people Drake put on. See? The bad them with Drake though. Boy, him left Nicki out there in the cold when the whole industry turned pan Nicki Minaj. And them there push up Remy Ma. And you see who win in the end? Nicki Minaj win in the end. Because Remy Ma is this big load of crap right now. Right? Claim to say she had the movie expose Rick Ross lifestyle. You know what I mean? Remy Ma claim to be doing a movie with some officer who turned rapper or should turn rapper, who also stole an identity from a prisoner to turn rapper with that old image and whatever. So everyone is saying that that's for Rick Ross, and 50 Cent. 50 Cent ran with the news already, man. Because 50 Cent is battling the entire industry. They have all came against him. Because 50 is a good dude. You know what I mean? I believe that Drake is a good dude and Kendrick Lamar is the evil. You know what I mean? For real. I know it sounds way. I think Kendrick Lamar is the evil. Because, okay, the thing is with Drake, why so many people seem to be now hating him. And it's the same with Vybz Kartel. The thing is, when you keep winning for so long, right? Being at the top, right? The same people who loved you all the way to make it up there, right? The same fans. These fans now, a lot of them get tired of the artists they support, so they change to something new, someone new. You know what I mean? And then now they focus on giving them that attention, the new artist, right? And because Drake is at the top, they want the new artist to be at the top and to get a taste at being at the top, right? So they would now turn enemy fans of Drake or hating ass fans of Drake. And that's what we see with Vybz Kartel. People just tired for see him win, so them want to see a next artist win. But if it be a next artist who it's not the one in they have their eyes on, then it's a problem. You know what I mean? So, and I have to ask that question: are you someone who believes that if someone is winning for a long time, they should continuously win until retirement, until they retire, until they choose to retire? Or you have a time that you consider is the time that they should retire? Question yourself on that one. Because what I believe that if someone has been winning for a long period of time, like Usain Bolt, Vybz Kartel, who has been leading all the rest, who is in the contest, you understand? So I believe strongly that if someone continuously win, I want to see them win until the day come that they decided to stop. Not when I want them to stop, when they want to stop. Right? Yes, that is how I believe. Right? And even if I have a family who also join on the competition with the same winner who I have wanted to win all these years or all these time, then I still want the winner to win, but I would still hope for the best for my family. But I would definitely want the winner to win, because in that way he has 51 victory I want to see make it 52, 53, 54 going up the line. So then we can say, yo, he's the greatest. This man win 100 times. You know what I mean? I want to see him go 200 times now. I don't want my family or my any loved one to come stop his winning streak. I don't want no one winning streak to be stopped. Not even by my family. You know what I mean? Unless the person is a evil person working for the evil side of the universe, then I won't want an evil person to win. Because with victory for the evil, then that means destruction for the what's the term? Destruction. Because notice, the more money evil people get, is the more evil they get to get away with. You know what I mean? So we don't want evil people to be a success when it comes to them financially in any alley, financially, physically. Yeah, we don't want them to win nothing once they're evil. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're not really focused on them, but we want people to learn how to be aware, right? So right now, Drake is being sued, right? Drake is being sued as well as but for Bad Bunny and Carol G, right? They're all being sued for sampling the reggaeton made by you know that dembow beat made by Stevie Clevie. Yeah, Clevie. Y'all gonna see who's responsible for the dembow rhythm. You know what I mean? And we're going to. I should let it play now. I've been speaking for 20 minutes. That's crazy. I ain't even. I ain't even light up my joint yet. Okay. So what more shall we say? Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let's get into this.
All being sued for that iconic reggaeton drum beat. Two Jamaican producers, Steely and Clevie, are suing almost every reggaeton artist for stealing a single drum pattern. Their 1989 track, Fish Market, contains the original dembow rhythm that defines the entire reggaeton genre. So here's the real problem. Can you copyright a rhythm? Copyright law only protects melodies, arrangements, lyrics, but in this case, if the court rules that a percussion arrangement is creative enough to be owned by one person, that would mean an entire genre owes royalties to two people that made a drum loop some 30 years ago. What's the takeaway here? Vibes and rhythms, those things are historically not legal or copyright assets. And if we let one person own an entire genre, that seems to run counter to the entire point of copyright law. Drake, Bad Bunny, Carol G, they're all being sued for that iconic reggaeton drum beat. Two Jamaican producers.
They're all being sued, not for reggaeton, but a really reggae dancehall. You get what me I say? Our thing. Is what me I say? However, everybody's in this suing thing, and this is very contrary, contradicting, and you know, controversial. Yes, and what he's saying is the first two I mentioned. You know, contrary and contradicting, because he's saying that for two people or just one person owning a genre, you know what I mean? Like, it's not as how he's saying it. You know what I mean? Because the reggaeton is really, it's really reggae dancehall. You know what I mean? It's just that these Latin people, they stick to that one, beat, that drum beat and pattern that Steely and Clevie had formulated, right? For the big Shabba song. Their instrument was on the Shabba song. Them bow, them bow, them bow, them bow. Alika them bow. Let me play it. Them bow by Shabba. Them bow, them bow, them bow, them bow. No ask me how me, I tell you them bow. Them bow, them bow, them 2.5 million. Bowcat. You do dirty.
Them bow. One on the table, me say that him bow. Y'all a play right, me say that him bow. At least because I know what y'all bow. Little teeth in the bottom, that means so you bow. Lipstick from put it, that means so you bow. Them bow. Like a dabba dab in a bow, you tip top. Tell all the cock at them, the chest knot. Tell all the cock at them, the slip knot. Bow cat a girl, so cap on. You get out this neck with a fountain. Bow cat, I'm on the pushing it down the front. I be a gunshot, to the give.
The man say bow cat a girl we suck off man cock. Me never know that. Never know that. Say girl could have be a bow cat. But me know say when a girl do that, them bow. We never know say about cat though. Them bow. Who just would have said that? Them bow and bow. Them bow.
Them bow. Jump around and if you know you no bow. Push up your hand if you know you don't bow. Wind up your line if you know you don't bow. You long up your mouth and the mama also. Me don't name big up, me love name cow. Read down the black people, come now. No means say the oppressors him just bow.
Them bow.
Man on the table, me say that him bow. Call a kick that it was out chip bow. At least be out and me know what can bow. I'm on a eat full, at least say him bow. Sexy bottom that kill guy bow. Brother that you know bow.
The man say a man a eat foul. That mean them bow. Bumbleclad. Shabba ranks. But yo, Shabba don't know what him do when him sing that song, you know. I tell you, Shabba don't know what him do. You see me? And them man don't know what them do when them build rhythm. Yo, Jamaicans, me love you know. Me love you know. Jamaicans, me love you know. Me love you know. It's an ogono. Dokuno. Mama them blogono. Love you know. Jamaicans, me love you know. Me love you know. Yes, them in a trouble you. Not trouble you. W. Hey. Nation. Gazanation, we have to stay strong. Combination with the haters, them a come with them haters to them straight man. The rear band with the clear band, and we see them from day one, dirty day long. And I know we not be again, be strong and a man stand strong all day long. Then you can me love you know. Kiss and hug you know. Make you know some dog you know. Girl blue dress and ugly no. I love you know. Me love you know. Me kiss and hug you know. Me love you know. Black you. Them black you. Them ugly you. I'm not thief this, I'm a thief that. Tell Tamilia my style, forgive me that. And your sister them I eat that. Papa tree that me and Tamili go spray shot up a tree chat. And you know said the tree flat like a hey. Yo. Yeah, that's the thing there, you see me? That's where the thing is. Be a sue in a guan. Sue. Everything. We in a new world. The odd world right now. You know, everything change up. You have to get with the program. You remember we used to say that? You got to get with the program. That means learn what go on currently all the time. Stay up on top of your game. You see me? Yeah. Don't make them catch a flat foot. You see me I say? Two producer. Why them have the big two though? Them have this big two over the producer. Jamaican two producers. You see me? So this brother here, you see this brother here now, him no want them sue the reggaeton people, let me know. Zane, he doesn't want it because he's probably from one of them country there, you can tell. Him probably, one of them reporter there from one of them country there where, highly influenced by the reggaeton, our music where them feed pan. But they only work with this drum pattern specifically. Is mean the reggaeton. Or them just stick with that sound from this specific dembow. Just that, you know what I mean? That one two there. Yeah. That alone. Them not really go outside of that boundary there for change them thing. But back in the days, Jamaican was proud that they were doing it, Jamaicans were like, yeah, see that them influenced by what thing. Them a make music, them a build them genre from our music. Them form a subgenre of their own, right? But the thing is, a long time we see say for them music and make a whole heap of money, and whole heap of money, and we not get a dollar fight, and we should be compensated by right, you know what I mean? But for sure, you say Jamaicans and them minister, yeah, them are waste people. You see them minister here, where represent waste people them. Every day them forget cussing. That's why we forget to that leader, yeah. Try somebody else. I make them know say them a forget up to the time like cartel. See me I say? Cause them not up to the time and secure we think them. That's why we are suffer so. You see me, the politician them goodly I get money off all the reggaeton thing to, and we don't know, them goodly I get money off it. Me I tell you. You see me? Because them know how to defend the thing. Them know how to go about. Zine. But them just not tell the people them, and them not do it for the people them, but them will do it for themselves under the quiet, yeah? If you don't know. Those, this is crazy. Yo, me don't know what to feel about this. Me don't want Drake get sued, because Drake is a good person. Zine. Although them same unalive XXX Tentacion. But guess what? XXX Tentacion go play with the man mother still, And we know Jamaica no play about the mother thing. You get me? And from your beef, you see, from your beef with people, you have to expect that. Even though him say him went at Drake, or Drake steal him song still, You see me, and him there go hard. But the fact say, you see the fact say him get him break and find the big song them, you might want. Well, me can't tell him say him wrong for attack Drake, cause you see me, them say Drake thief him song and use the similar Ray and you know what I mean? The XXX Tentacion brought the style there with the yeah. You know when them a rap and I say, I got a cut on the blonde, yeah. On the blonde, yeah. I got on, yeah. That yeah something there. I'm say him bring it. Because you get me? Lee Scratch Perry. Lee Scratch Perry should be earning millions from reggaeton because he's the one that we've been told that came with the name reggae, right? Yeah, and he gave it to Bob Marley. He gave Bob Marley the name reggae. Lee Scratch Perry is a brilliant man. May his soul rest in peace. I'm very excited and glad to know that I've met him a lot of times because I live in the community where he has one of his house here in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Lee Scratch Perry and him white man. Big up him white man. Yeah, man. Big up him sons. Yeah. He has a son called Sean who had died. They had told me since I came back to Kingston. Sean had died just before the corona. Right? So it's crazy. And then there's people are telling me that he's alive and whoever is saying he's dead, they're lying. But the people who are telling me that he's dead, they're telling me that they were at his funeral. This is the son, one of one of the most popular sons of Lee Scratch Perry, right? Yes, he had went through a lot of things in his life. Why he never went all the way to fame, but he's well known for his music. You know what I mean? He earns a lot from his music, even when he's sick and losing it. People still want his music or his sound. Yeah. So we can end this right now.